Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. I'm John, and look, you already know what's going to happen on this episode. Solon, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Zach is being very distracting in the back channel, posting pictures of Kaz from Smash Bros, which is now a real thing that has happened.
I wish that was more true. Like, I wish he was actually in it.
Boss, I'm a playable character now.
They took my arm. They took my leg. Now I have to smash.
He's just like, he's just using his crutch to trip everybody. It's like, tripping his back! He just trips people with the crutch.
Yeah, it's just back for Kaz, because again, he has one leg.
It has been a very, very full week of video games.
It really has been.
Which is great, because
really
last week was like kind of an empty week, you know, because Cowboys happened.
Yeah. Rose, you are also here before we go
I'm
too
here.
far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes, Rose,
I'm here. I'm supporting Kaz. I love him.
Supporting Kaz.
Can that be
Kazuhara
the
Miller
picture for the podcast this week? Is fucking smiling Kaz.
You'll all see it then. Yep.
It should be, but we're gonna have to like stretch it out really wide.
That's fine. That'll be great. That's perfect.
Oh boy. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Let's make a collage.
The Kaz compilation.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Go.
You're fine. Folks, I suppose we could just get right into it because we're already talking about it. We had the last Smash Bros. Direct, and I was originally going to be like, okay, look, I'm going to limit myself to like 15 minutes worth of conversation about this, but we're having fun, and I hope you're all having fun listening, so I'm not going to limit it. But also, if we go too fucking crazy, I'm going to be like, look, we've been talking for 2 hours. We need to quit.
No!
Challenge accepted.
I'll be reasonable. Don't worry, everyone. We're going to be reasonable. But I guess we could just get started with the conversation here. So I'll just kind of run through everything because honestly, the Direct was the longest Smash Direct for Ultimate, but the amount of actually interesting information probably could have fit something that was like 15 to 20 minutes if they had actually paced it well.
I really didn't like the structure of it. It felt like really bad. It was like hard to watch, honestly, a lot of times.
I don't disagree. Like, I went back to, because there's this guy on YouTube who he goes to the Nintendo World Store and he records people watching the Direct at the store, and it's just really cute watching those whenever there's a Nintendo Direct, because it's people like flipping out and having fun like at the Nintendo store.
Oh, absolutely. John, you, the biggest Smash pervert, love to watch the watchers.
Yeah, it's my little voyeurism thing. No, I watch it.
They're really fun.
No, it is legit fun, and I mean, it's not just Smash Bros. Directs that I usually watch those. I watch those for like all the Directs because it's cute. But this time around, it was incredibly sad because, like, right at the beginning, they were like, oh, here's the characters. Right around the middle, they talked about the assist trophies. And then at the end, they did a couple of other things. And then, like, there was, like, a 25-minute long just dearth of nobody reacting to fucking anything.
Yep.
Because he was just talking about options and, like, here's how the online works. It works exactly like how every other game works, except, like, it has lobbies now, which, you know, that's fine, but that's not something that you want to talk about on a Nintendo Direct. Like, sitting people down, like, listen, did you know that you can set up a lobby now? It's like, I mean, yeah, that's how it should be, but, like, don't fucking sit us down and tell us that. Like, that's good, okay?
Yeah, like, wasn't that what the fucking Smash Bros. Dojo was for before? Like, it just feels so weird and, like, forced. Like, oh, everyone looks forward to a Nintendo Direct, so we gotta.
It was paced exactly like a wrestling show. Where it was
well, that's the big insult.
Opening event, and then everyone talking between every segment, Sakurai would be backstage being like, all right, I'm gonna go, here's the next thing that's gonna happen, and then that happens, and then they're like, oh, by the way, here's the main event. And then the big ending video showing the actual story mode of the game.
Yeah. Which, that was also just really weird, the way that they paced that. So, let's talk about what they showed. The first thing they showed were the last two base roster characters, which were Ken from Street Fighter, who is an echo of Ryu, and Incineroar from Pokemon. Which, they look like fun characters. I think Incineroar actually looks really, really cool.
Yeah, Incineroar looks so fuzzy.
I'm happy about Incineroar, because Incineroar is like one of my favorite starter Pokemon designs in a good long while.
They took him right out of the dryer. Like they did.
Yeah.
He was all staticky and stuff, and they took him out and you're like, look how warm and soft this kitty is.
But as the last character reveal, not a good pick. I mean, they could have very easily swapped out any of the previous characters and, well, maybe other than Isabelle, because when they announced Isabelle, everyone shat their pants, but if they had shown K. Rool or Simon as the last character, I think it would have went over way better.
I think Simon and Richter would have been really good as, like, an ending, especially, like, it's right after Halloween, like, the Castlevania show just came out, like...
Hey, John, who's the last character that they announced?
So
you don't even want to say it. That's the weirdest part. I didn't think that this was the direction this was going to take, but
no, I was just kind of going in order a little bit,
yeah, right?
But you're forcing my hand here. They did announce another character, but they are a free thing. Like if you buy the game before, I think it might be before January 31st or something like that. I'm not sure. If you buy the game and you register it through Club Nintendo, or if you buy the digital version before then, you get a free character, and people are saying that it's probably going to get released in February, and it's a piranha plant from Mario.
Yikes!
I love it.
I hate it.
I think it's goofy and fun, and I like something I would have never guessed, and that's kind of why I come to Smash Bros. for wild shit like that.
I think I wouldn't have guessed it, but I also wouldn't have wanted to guess it.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like I don't think it's particularly goofy.
People have been comparing it to the Duck Hunt reveal at the very end of Super Smash Bros. 4's lineup.
My thing with Duck Hunt is at least that's goofy. I think Duck Hunt is legitimately goofy because who thinks about that? And then, like, my thing with Piranha Plant is, like, it's just Piranha Plant.
Yeah. So here's one of the biggest differences is that Duck Hunt as a reveal is completely out of nowhere because it's not the same kind of game. Piranha Plant is actually comes from the exact same kind of game as a platformer, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. That's what a Piranha Plant does.
I mean, it has like a poison move. It has a move where it can like rocket across the stage and bite you. Like I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that y'all are so negative against it.
I just think like when you look at like the type of characters that people want in Smash and the type of characters that like people like to play as in Smash, it's like this is like adding Bowser Jr. again, and I really don't like Bowser Jr. already.
I liked Bowser Jr. too.
Listen, my thing is just like, do you need like a 12th Mario character in there? Do you need like
so that's the part 15th, I actually do like. 16th? I like that they're digging back into the main like Mario canon. I just feel like there are many other like places that they could have gone that would have been more interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've tried to distance myself from the thought process of like character slots and representation.
Oh yeah, no.
I just like to think, is this a character that's gonna be interesting to play as? And I just watched the gameplay of Piranha Plant, and I was just like, this seems like a fun character. I would enjoy playing as this character. Like Piranha Plant, legit to me at least, seems like a character that I would gel with, and I'm not just saying that because it's weird or it's out there.
The problem is that I can only think of better characters from the Mario universe. Like every time I'm like, what if Goomba was there? Oh, you'd have a stack of Goombas. That would actually kind of kick ass. What about a Boo? Like it would just kind of float around and stuff. No, that would actually be really cool and have like this weird floating non-jumping character. How does that work? Who knows? There's only.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Like, what if Charging Chuck was in there? Like,
yeah.
Maybe someone
What
who
if you were a fucking bullet bill?
Oh yeah.
And you only go.
You can only go straight.
Bullet bills are already items. Thank you very much.
What if Toad was in there, but like actually in there, and not just a victim? Just kidding. We love Toad as a victim.
Captain Toad.
Yeah. Toadette.
Look, I think it's neat. I don't know. I think it's cute. It's neat. It's a little goofy. And it seems like a fun character to me.
I hope people play it, and I hope it's really fun. That's kind of all I've got left, because it just doesn't look like something I'm ever gonna touch. Yeah, just like Bowser Jr.
All right. Look, there's fucking like 70-something other characters for you to play as. So
that's true. Someone's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Why didn't they put Shadow in?
I asked that question though. Like that was legit fucked up. Like as soon as they show Shadows in Assist Trophy, I was damn, that's not right.
Like it's so easy to just put them in too. That's what's so confusing to me is they were like, oh, Echo Fighters are easy, and then it's like, so we're doing like 4 of the most boring ones possible.
Dark Samus is a cool one.
Dark Samus is cool. Richter's fucking cool.
Yeah,
but then like, I don't want to voice my Daisy opinions.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Who's gonna kill you about Daisy?
A lot of people. Have you seen the internet?
No, I haven't seen the Daisy gangs chasing after you with fucking like cudgels.
This meme posted by Daisy Gang.
Yeah,
there have been multiple times where I'm like, man, why do people care so much about Daisy? She doesn't have a personality. And then they all come out and they go, all right, well, I guess I'll just pack up my little Daisy bag and take it away and just go away far away from you so that you don't have to see Daisy. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have a particular... See, like, I don't know. Maybe I've just reached this, like, weird Smash Bros. Zen state where I'm, like, I'm so stupidly hyped about this game whenever they announce something. I'm just like, cool, that's more for me to mess around with. Even if I don't like it, okay, it's still there. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, a blind moron.
So my thing is, like, even with the ones they've announced, like, don't get me wrong, I think Castlevania is good. I literally can't remember Inkling is good. Mm-hmm. Those are good, like, character announcements, but, like, the DLC for Smash 4 really set a high bar for me, like, with, like, them really getting cool and, like, breaking, like, what you'd expect that game to do. Like, Cloud, Strife, like, Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I mean, the new characters were, but...
like, Ryu. That's the thing, is, like,
Ryu
it's, like,
and
all of those were, like,
Corrin
the
was neat,
DLC
too.
ones. Yeah, and then it's, like, those are all, like, fucking awesome characters. Like, that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then it's, like, they're just gonna do that again, and it feels kind of really lame to me. Like...
I don't know.
The thing that I'm interested in with the DLC characters is that, are they going to do the same thing again, or are they not? Because the last time they did the 5 or so DLC characters that were all third-party characters except Roy and Mewtwo, I guess?
No, Lucas wasn't, and Bayonetta isn't third party. Like, Nintendo has the rights to Bayonetta now.
Technically, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What they do though with the Smash roster is a lot of why people care and are invested so much in the characters is that they see Smash as something that canonizes the identity of video games. If your character is in Smash, then they are an important character. They're an important character to video gaming. Which is why so many people are like, put Sans in the into Smash. It's a great idea, and it would canonize things. Just like when people got excited about Shovel Knight being an assist trophy, he's like, there he is, the prodigal son of indie gaming. The best nod to Mario Bros. That indie gaming has produced.
Yeah, no, totally. That's why I'm like, yeah, put fucking 2B in there. Let's go.
Yep.
Just put 2B in everything.
So it's interesting to see what Nintendo decides to canonize as important historical video game characters. And it's very frustrating that Shadow is not one of them. Yeah, what the like, for real? Like, I know Shadow's an assist trophy, but it's like, so... he's not even a good one. I'll be talking more about games history later on the podcast, because a lot of history has come up. But Yeah, no, this has been really fun. What does all of this mean for what does this mean for all of the leaks that we've been talking about?
So, real quick, I just want to say, like, maybe the way that I've just started to think about it is, would this character be fun to play as? And does this character mean something in the scheme of things for Nintendo? Because I feel like that is something that Sakurai brings into his thoughts.
He's a curator
for a lot of characters
in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And I mean, and also I do think that sometimes he comes to it with a thought of, is this character weird? Would this character be funny to pop up? Like, that's why he picked Wii Fit Trainer, and that is definitely why he picked Piranha Plant. Like, he does just like to surprise people, and that is something that he really likes. But he also does like to make those characters fun to play as. So
Sakurai, what something. A puckish rogue!
Yeah, you can't really guess what he's going to do.
That cheeky little guy.
At the same time, this game is him trying to, like, bring on characters that people asked for. Like, for years he was banging the drum of, if I put Ridley in, he wouldn't look right, it wouldn't be right, he would be too big. And finally he was just like, alright, fine, I'm putting fucking Ridley in, y'all can shut up. And people were asking for K. Rool for years and years and years, even though K. Rool hasn't been in a game in, like, over a decade. And, I mean, hasn't been in a fucking, like, mainline game in, like, 15 years.
How frustrated do you think Sakurai was that he couldn't literally put lip into the game from the lipstick item and its own game, I'm assuming?
From Panel de Pon, yeah, one. I bet Sakurai really wants to put lip in.
Because they once again showed more lip stuff because they had an entire, like, Mii character dressed up in lip. Outfit.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
It
was super cute. It was just like,
yeah,
that guy, if he had any choice at all, he would just throw that in there and be like, fuck you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I'm pretty happy with the character choices, you know, like, there's something for everybody in that roster, and, you know, it always can be better. Like, no matter what, they could put every single character that everyone is asking for, and it would still be not enough. It will never be enough, and I feel like Sakurai knows that.
Sorry, John, but everyone is here.
Fucking put Wonder Red in there.
Everyone is here.
Yeah. Wonder Red would be cool.
Red.
I mean, until they put Travis Touchdown in, I will not cease, but still.
So yeah, listen, I'm sitting here, fucking Wonder Red should be in the fucking game. That's a weird character, John. That's a fun, goofy character that'd be fun to play as.
I'm not saying Wonder Red shouldn't be in.
Piranha Plant eats shit.
Wonder Red and Piranha Plant can be in the same game. Why not?
No.
Why not?
Wonder Red picked Piranha Plants up with his giant hand and he throws it far away and it's gone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then it loses a stock and respawns.
Oh my gosh. No, that was its last life. That's it.
Okay, then there's another match after that and someone else plays.
This is Battle Royale, Smash Battle Royale. Man.
Oh my gosh.
They just get removed from the game now. That's what you're saying. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Anyway, okay.
I want to get to the real story here. Can we go back to last week with the Grinch leaks?
Yeah, I feel like I should
end in all of this because that story's over now.
That story is okay. It's not over because we still don't know who the fuck made that leak. Who is the absolutely insane person that made that leak?
What's the rumor on that? Who made the leak?
I remember seeing some people. I don't have any kind of links or anything like that.
Good.
But I remember some people theorizing that. Do you remember when Amiibo first came out? There was that really crazy dude that was buying all the Rosalina Amiibo just so nobody else could buy them.
Oh my god, yeah. Weren't they trying to, like, inflate the price of Rosalina's artificially?
Yeah.
As a collector's
item?
People
think it might have been that guy.
That's such a stretch, and I love it!
But, like, if anyone is that crazy, it would be him.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yep, I'm going with it.
Yeah.
It's the Rosalina bastard.
I don't know.
Grinch leak.
all I know about this leak that I think is extremely funny is that there's like 8 people that I saw on Twitter who like had all tweeted like when that leak came out, like, that leak's real, by the way, and stuff like that. And then they just came back and went, okay, well, shit.
Right.
I thought, like, I thought it was real just because there was so much dumb shit around that leak that I thought that nobody, that I was like, it's either real or this person's fucking insane. So it's not real, so this person is fucking insane. Like, I don't know how the fuck, like, they drafted up fake plans that matched specifically with with a printing company, like a specific printing company in France. Fucking found a dude who worked at that printing company and then made the leak and then faked Grinch assets. That's so much work for like nothing.
Like a fox. Douchey like a fox.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like that. That's what I was saying. I was like, that is why I believed it. It was not like, oh, these characters make sense. Oh, it was just, this is so stupid that if it's not real, it is the dumbest fucking thing anyone has ever done.
I think it's really amazing, and the reason that I've been kind of like harping on it so much over the last couple weeks, like, hey, let's keep these updates going, because like this whole Grinch leak is a perfect blueprint for doing more wild leaks like this, and it's so far been the funnest part of the hype cycle of Smash Bros. And I don't know what to do now that I don't have like some kind of Grinch leak to look forward to.
It was fun, but it was also incredibly fucked up because there were like 2 sides of a coin where, look, before I say this, I am saying I am going to be a little fucking both sidesy here on this scenario, but it is still very much one side we're kind of being pricks, and the other side were throwing death threats around, and like that's not equal.
Okay, yeah,
but there were some insiders, like people in the know, that were like, I don't actually know what the roster is, but I know the Grinch leak isn't real. And a bunch of people were coming at them like, well, why don't you, like, where's your proof that it's not real? How are you just saying that? And then the insiders were just like, you don't believe me? Come on, I'm a Nintendo insider. You should believe me. I know all kinds of things about Nintendo. If you don't believe me, you're an idiot. And then those people would just be like, well, fuck you, I'll kill you. And it's like, yeah, of course that's not equal, because like the people that were the crazy ass Grinch leak anonymous people who can just get away with throwing awful things around, they're obviously worse. But also seeing fucking like people from Game Explain and shit being like, well, you should just subscribe to Game Explain to make sure that you follow all of our analysis, because we know the Grinch leak is fake. But like weren't actually saying anything about it. Like they were just being hoity-toity about it, and it's like, alright, like, y'all are fucking stupid, just have fun with it and relax.
We can take a breather now. That's true. I'm kind of looking at my entire Smash calendar, just kind of like flipping through it, and the last 2 weeks were completely booked because I had to, follow the Grinch leak and see what was going on there. Now I'm on like I was planning a vacation for after this Nintendo Direct, but now that's filled because I have to make shit posts for the next week. I've just got this blocked out now about the story mode for this game.
So yeah, I'll explain the other important thing that they revealed.
Yep.
Because, like I said, most of the Direct was options and shit, which, if you want to see the specifics, that's in the video, whatever. The other thing they announced was something called Spirits.
Ooh.
Now, Spirits is tied into the story mode, but first I'll explain what the Spirits are. Instead of putting trophies in the game this time, Spirits are just like JPEGs of a bunch of different characters from all the different series, and they're basically like they're like power-ups that you can equip to your characters, kinda, but those power-ups can also be powered up by other smaller spirits or leveled up. So, say for example you have a Hal Emmerich spirit, and it's just Otacon from Metal Gear Solid 4 standing there, and you can level him up, and you can attach other spirits to him, and you can just attach him to whatever character you want. It's incredibly stupid. And
But-
very fun, though. It's very funny.
The thing I like about those is how they evolve or whatever, some horse shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's a couple designs,
Yeah.
like, I saw the Tokyo Mirage Sessions girls in there, and, like, she turns into her, like, fighting form or whatever.
Yeah, you can level them up. If you level them up fully, I think you can, like, upgrade them to, like, a new version of them that's
Gotcha
just, like...
horse shit.
Yeah, it's very gotcha. It's like, there was one that was, like, Dixie Kong just standing there, and then if you level it up all the way, it's like, oh, hey, here's that, like, render of Dixie Kong and Kiddy Kong riding on the boat from the cover of Donkey Kong Country 3. It's like...
Here's Dixie Kong, but
there's-
she's now standing and to scale to Donkey Kong, and she's now like 4 feet above Donkey Kong.
She's incredibly
Very
large
tall woman.
And the other thing that's really interesting about Spirits that I am super surprised that they did, I don't know if it's replacing event matches, but it reminds me a lot of event matches, but they're doing this mode where it's kind of hard to explain. I think it's the way that you unlock Spirits really quickly. They kind of... the way that Sakurai explained it was like, Smash Bros is all about imagination, so we're making it so you can imagine that you're fighting these characters as like we're basically plastering a skin on top of the actual roster. So, for example, one of the ones that they did was you're fighting Chrom, and it's the sticker for what's the guy's name? Rose, you know him.
Well, from
Owain, right?
Owain,
yeah. So Owain from Fire Emblem, and so. It's his spirit is attached to Chrom. So Chrom always has the Killing Edge, which is a new item that's that guy's sword, and he's constantly taunting, just like that guy would be. So it's like, hey, you're not really fighting Owain, but you're basically fighting him because Chrom has his sword and he's acting like he would.
So is this kind of their
Or
cheap
there's-
way of making every character kind of be in the game based on their characters that are actually in the game?
Basically, yes. It's like, oh, hey, you know, they're going to do things that, you know, they're going to use the same moveset. It's not like Chrom is actually going to be Owain. It's not like he's going to have Owain's voice. It's not like he's going to look like him, but he's going to have, like, the yellow costume that he has, and he's going to have the sword.
Cool. Okay.
So, yeah, it's kind of just a way to play against a bunch of different things. There was another one that was like, oh, it's, Katie and Kitty, or whatever their names are, from Animal Crossing, the like mom and daughter cats from Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh hey, there's a giant Isabelle and a small Isabelle, so it's like, oh hey, it's like you're fighting them instead of just Isabelle. It's a stretch of the imagination, but it's kind of cute. It's like, hey, you know, like it's like all these characters are in spirit there.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah,
That was actually really cute, John.
Mhm.
So they're going to put 2B in the game, but it's just going to be Bayonetta that you fight, except that she doesn't talk at all.
She just has a sword, and she doesn't talk that
Yeah.
much, yeah. And, fucking Shulk is in the background, just, like,
Always
standing
taunting.
there. He's standing there, and he's really fucking horny, and, but then the other thing that they revealed was the fucking craziest thing in the world. They revealed the adventure mode for this game, and it's called... I forget what it's called. It's something very stupid. It's like Echoes of Light or something like that. I gotta look at it. Fucking World of Light. That's what it is. It's called World of Light, and the video that they showed with this was so funny. It was all the characters, all the Smash characters standing on a cliff, and they're looking over, and they're seeing like 100 or something master hands just coming for them. And they're like, oh shit. And then there's this big ass like wing, like all this like super powerful wing creature in the middle of them. And then all of a sudden, Shulk has a vision, and he sees that shit is gonna go down, and he's like, oh fuck, and he's about to tell them about it, but before he can say anything, it's too late, and the winged creature, like, absorbs the power from all the Master Hands, and shoots out these, like, fucking yellow tendrils, and it kills everyone.
It kills everybody! Everybody
It's
is
like
dead.
It's legit like a fucking minute-long scene of like every Smash Bros. Character getting literally obliterated.
Well, almost
like,
everyone. Who didn't die?
Kirby.
And Snake.
Kirby gets away. No, Snake got killed.
Snake died.
I didn't see Snake dead.
He did. He was in the box.
Who was in the box? I didn't see the box
Snake?
open.
Snake?
I didn't see nothing. I'm just saying. I think Snake's somewhere else on vacation.
Just a box. Just a box. But yeah, everyone got fucking murdered except for Kirby, and all the other characters were too. Like, they show fucking, like, Joan from Animal Crossing and an Electroplankton just get obliterated.
There were a lot of deep cuts
good.
in there that were pretty great.
It was very good. So Kirby survived, and it's really interesting because apparently, I don't know the specifics, but the World of Light name in Japanese, if you flip the characters around, it can be read as Hoshinokabi, which is Kirby's game name in Japanese. So
For the original Game Boy, right?
game.
That was the
the original game.
Man,
And-
Sakurai fucking, like, just helping his wife out who voices Kirby. Just had to do that. Shaking my head.
And the same woman who sung Kirby's anime theme in Japan is also sang the theme song for Smash in this game too. So, hey, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is also the ultimate Kirby game.
I would be frustrated with it if he was wrong. Like, Kirby rules.
Yeah, Kirby's the best. What I'm frustrated with is I was just thinking, like, I really don't like the song a lot. I really don't like it.
I think it's stupid and funny. Like, it's goofy. You're gonna hate me for saying this, Rose, but it was a very Kingdom Heartsy thing.
Man, I'm gonna
It
shoot
reminded me
you
of
with a
Kingdom
gun
Hearts.
right now and pull us out, and I'm gonna shoot you with a gun for saying such a thing.
Hey,
I mean that in a good way.
Janie,
No.
don't play into the stereotype.
That's not
What?
Janie, that's Rose.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
what the hell?
I was going to make a Janie's Got a Gun reference, and
Oh, wow.
that was...
Now you're the
Wow.
fool.
I fooled.
Now you're getting shot with the gun, too.
Rose,
It's okay.
you have to shoot me.
Look.
Rose,
Yes.
thank you for dealing with me.
That's okay. The real problem here is John fucking saying this shit.
Look, I mean it in a good way. It's fun.
You say it just sounds bad. It's my problem with it. Like, I have no problem with, like, the corniness of the lyrics. It just, like, it's very shrill to me.
I don't know. Did you listen to the Japanese version? Maybe that'll help.
Okay, no, I didn't. Maybe that is better.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it had a theme song like Kirby Right Back At Ya, the English dub, though, because that's way better.
Kirby, that's the name you should know.
We got a
Kirby,
problem
fucking
with that.
everyone died.
I mean, I've got this whole week just blotted out for shit posting. We can make that happen.
Yeah. Kirby.
How can I help you, King DDD? And then just crickets. DDD's fucking dead.
Cuts to the empty landscape where he was once standing.
Like, oh shit, guess I should call back later. But the actual mode is you fight like evil versions of the characters and you collect them. I'm guessing that's how you unlock everybody, is you go around and fight them and bring them over to your side by saving them. And they also have the spirits attached to them, so they'll have all the different power-ups and things that change them, and then you can equip spirits to yourself by saving those spirits and all that stuff. So they're using the spirits mode in the adventure mode, so you can like level yourself. Like, there's a skill tree. There's an explorable map that looks huge that you just travel around and get into fights and collect items and use items. Like, there was a fucking part where Pokemon Trainer is walking around and he hit water and he used a Lapras to surf. Like, there's all kinds of shit you can do. It looks really neat. I don't know. I'm excited. I thought the Direct was really bad, but I am so excited for what Smash looks like it'll be. I'm really positive on the game still, but, you know, I'm me, so take that with your grain of salt.
It's true, John is Smash Bros. Fan, fucking number one.
I'm sorry. I
just hope that the characters are accessible in some kind of way, because they felt really inaccessible in Brawl, where you had to do the entire story campaign just to unlock everyone. And so every time you had a new disc that you had to work with, like it was like, all right, I've got to unlock all the characters on this Wii. And it just kind of became a whole thing.
They said there would be something, didn't they, John?
So, I mean, I don't know if this is if the light mode is going to be how you unlock characters, but Sakurai said there will be a way to unlock characters at a quick pace. Like he said, characters will be constantly showing up. So,
okay,
I don't know.
What if they just made a fucking tournament mode?
I mean, there is a tournament mode.
Yeah, but does that unlock all of the characters? That's what I mean. I mean, like...
Oh, just, like, pop it in and just be like, hey, I'm playing at a tournament, unlock everyone. I mean, yeah, they probably should do that, but they probably won't do that, because they want everyone
like, all their
do the single player.
bullshit Nintendo Versus stuff now, like, where they're, like, constantly tweeting about it and hosting these tournaments and stuff, they need to, like, actually step up and do some shit, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's been one of the things with Mario Kart that's kind of been tough too. Is like there's all this tournament stuff, but doesn't really feel like there's much tournament support from the company itself. I think Splatoon's been a little better with it, but I don't
Mario
play Splatoon,
Kart isn't something that Mario Kart's not something that they have done tournaments for. But Splatoon, they absolutely are supporting, and they tried to support ARMS as long as they could.
They really tried on that one. It was a reach
Until I saw that man in the ARMS man in the Smash Direct, I was like, oh, ARMS doesn't exist. I lived blissfully in peace and ignorance, and then I was like, oh, right, the ARMS man. Oh, ARMS.
Oh yeah, one more thing so they said that there were going to be 5 DLC characters, and that it was going to be spread across the year. That we don't know who they are, but I was pissed. I was pissed as fuck. And Rose, you agree with me here. They were like, "Oh, if you get the season pass, we're gonna give you a costume for your Mei." And it was fucking Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, like first of all, bold of you to assume anyone plays Mii Fighters. I think that's pretty like bold in itself.
Yep.
Secondly, like fuck off. Like fuck off.
They're saying all this stuff like, oh, we haven't started work on the DLC yet. And it's like, yeah, if you're really starting the DLC right now, why would you write down the fucking characters that you wanted to pick back in like 2015? Like, it is such a bad, like, because he was like, oh, Rex didn't make it in because Xenoblade 2, Chronicles 2 got announced after we decided all the characters. So that just means that they decided on the characters back in 2015. Like, why would you do that if you knew that you were going to start on the DLC until like 4 years later? That's such a dumb idea.
It is, unless like all of them are going to be like really crazy third-party grabs or something, where they had to get like the rights and stuff. But that's if they come out and they're like fucking like, oh, here's the ARMS man, I'm gonna fucking think how fun Rex would be. Like he'd have so many different weapons.
Yeah, and like and however they brought Pyra or Mithra or whatever in there too, like having to be close enough to them to keep your powers up. Yeah. That would be an interesting character. Mm-hmm. And Sakurai liked that fucking game too. Like that's why he even put the Mii costume in. Like there was an interview like right after Xenoblade Chronicles 2 came out that he was like, "Oh, I fucking love this game." And that's why for ages I was like, "Yeah, Rex won't be in the main roster, but he'll be DLC." And then like this direct comes out and Sakurai's like, "Sorry guys." And I'm like, "Oh my god."
It's really
that reminds me though about how interesting it was how much there was like weird cross chatter during the Nintendo Direct itself, where Sakurai would like, or the narrator would make little comments like, "We really wanted him in there, but we just didn't have enough time before when it came out till now." And it was like, what? And there was other parts where Sakurai was like, "Maybe I can rest now." That were like weirdly like intimate, but in a place that didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will just say, I will just say the one thing that I am happy about, and I think the reason why Sakurai made that joke is because, like, a lot of people say, like, Sakurai, you should take a break, like, because there's so many stories of him just fucking killing himself making these games. But the good news is that he did say in interviews recently, like, Smash Ultimate was a game that he did not overly stress himself with. He talked about how he took a huge break, like a fucking 6-month vacation after Smash 4.
Oh, good.
And then he said that, like, the reason why it took so long between Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate was because they gave it a longer dev time, so there was less rush. So
good. He's setting a good example. That's what we want. Is we don't want him to work so hard that he hurts himself, and we want him to set a good example for other dev teams and etc.
Yeah, but my problem is like you'd look at like the current environment right now, which I think this again speaks to the way that Nintendo is similar to Rockstar, where it's like they don't talk about like Nintendo never reveals like in the way they develop games, really. And they don't, like, go in depth into, like, their working conditions and stuff like that. Like, knowing how, like, Sakurai has been like, yeah, I broke my arms or whatever, making Kid Icarus and stuff like that or whatever. It's like, and seeing him joke about that, especially off of the recent news, is just so, like, oh, this is bad.
Like, yeah, it's not something he should be proud of. It's not something anyone should be proud of that he's saying that.
Yeah, and, like, my thing is also, like, it's not just Sakurai, but everyone will just talk about Sakurai. Like, there's tons of people making Smash, and, like, think about, like, what their hours are like.
Yeah, like, I'm absolutely hoping that whoever else is working on that game has the same benefit of relaxation that Sakurai does. Like, I wouldn't, you know, like, hopefully him saying I took a 6-month vacation didn't mean I chilled out while people started planning Smash Ultimate. Like, that would be fucking awful. I hope that's not the case. But yeah, that's pretty much everything.
We did it! That's everything.
Yeah.
Great job.
Rose, did you, you mentioned Rockstar there. Do you want to talk about what game you're playing recently?
Sure. So, cowboy game, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out last week.
Wow, we managed to not talk about it at all last week, which was very refreshing.
Yeah. It's, well, you're not so lucky this week, my friend, because I'm here to tell you about how it sucks, kind of.
Well, I'm ready for it now. Like, all of the heavy wave of it just being blasted against my face is gone, so, like, I'm ready.
Okay.
What's the word, Rose?
So, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. Fucking hate that, first of all, let me say. It's so absurd to me that they made a sequel to Red Dead Redemption, which was a sequel to Red Dead Revolver. They called it Red Dead Redemption 2 instead of going with the same naming convention, and then made it a prequel.
I did not know that! Out of all the things that I've read, the basic plot was not one of them, and...
It makes me so mad.
Holy crap, that's infuriating!
So, yeah, this is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. You're playing it as a member of John Marston's old gang.
Is John Marston currently a baby or something?
He's a hot young adult. He's
a cow
He is
lad.
my age, and I am into that. It's very dirty.
Is it dirty or is it dirty?
It's dirty.
All right.
He would say like, "Oh, geez, I'm John Marston. I haven't taken a bath in 7 years." That's how all of them talk. So yeah, that game is the most AAA video game I have ever played in my entire life. It is a game that is full of so many unnecessary things that are seemingly like taken from other games with no real thought process as to how they would integrate with other aspects of the game. And it's coupled with this weird, bizarro focus on realism while simultaneously not feeling tethered to realism in almost every other aspect that makes the game a chore to play.
One of the things that I saw was them skinning a deer where, like, you have to physically carry the deer back to the tanner, and you lay it down, and then you, like, slice into it really gory, and then just rip the skin right off. Just, whoop, it's off, and then you're like, I've got one skin, plus one skin.
And you have to carry the skin, and you also have to put your skin in, like, put it over the back of your horse, and it's just
and so there's all this like very weird discrepancy between realism, very like exciting visuals, and video game. Like it wants to have all of it at once.
It really wants to have it all at once, and it doesn't know how to do it. This game being a prequel hurts it a lot in the story department. The characters so most of the characters in the game are the villains from Red Dead Redemption 1, which was like story of John Marston, like basically killing all the old members of his gang for the government, and they're all around now just being all palsy and stuff like that. And you don't play as John Marston, you play as Arthur Morgan, who is...
Same name.
Yeah, basically. Arthur Morgan is one of the worst written characters I have ever seen be a main character in a video game. He has no consistency. He can be fun, but it's immediately ruined by any time like you engage in anything in the game.
He's not a people person?
No, sometimes he is, and sometimes he's a sociopath.
Oh.
So, one of the biggest problems with the game is it's full of, like, incredibly inconsistent writing where they want to tell the story of a cowboy who is, like, you know, struggling with the outlaw life or whatever, but they also want to tell the same story they did in Red Dead Redemption 1 of cowboys are over with and how he's lashing out because of that. And it's, like, none of it interacts with each other and like combines into being a portrayal of a relatable character at all. It just ends up looking like, oh, this isn't a real person. This is like a weird, bizarro like metaphor of a person, and they want to have their cake and eat it too. So to give you an example, there's a morality meter.
Yep.
In the game. It will go up and down, and I think that depends on like how certain characters will interact with you. That only means on the overworld. It only means like when like you're just walking through a town or something like that. In the story, it has no bearing at all. So, I'm an incredibly honorable cowboy. And I have like my meter up, always saying hi to everyone, being nice. The second it goes into a story mission, Arthur's like all of a sudden killing everyone.
Whoa.
He's just like, he's going crazy, and then he's like getting drunk and getting in fights for no reason, and then being like an asshole to everyone. And then like the next story mission, he'll be more like what makes sense for how I've been portraying him. And he'll be like nice and thoughtful or reasonable because this is the story that Rockstar needs to tell now. A good example is like there was this entire mission where you help Sadie, who is this woman that you burned her house down at the beginning of the game, and she just sort of like joined your crew,
as you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's like, there's this mission where she's getting pissed at the chef because he's being a misogynist, and Arthur's like, oh, the princess wants to wear pants or whatever. And I'm like, oh. And then like this entire like mission where you're helping her to become a cowgirl or whatever. And the entire time Arthur's like, oh no, girls can't be cowboys. And then like the next mission I did was Arthur defending a women's suffrage rally. And he's like, I'm hot for voting rights.
What?
Yeah,
what?
and he's like lecturing another man for being like, oh, women shouldn't vote. And it's like, do y'all know like what the last mission was? And I think that says a lot about like what that development of that game was like. Where does
Arthur at one point like look at the camera and like put his fist up in front of him and say, we can do it?
Like, he may as well. Like, legitimately. Like, it's so weird and bizarrely forced, and it feels like Rockstar trying to respond to those criticisms of, like, oh, we don't put any women in our games, even though they still...
Were there other women in the game?
There are other women in the game. There are 4 women in your camp. They have names. I could not tell you them because they don't do anything. They do exactly one thing.
Names aren't necessarily this game's specialty anyway.
No. Well, they are if they're a man.
Oh, okay.
Because you have characters like Dutch, Bill Williamson, John Marston, Arthur Morgan. They're always like saying their names, and then like for most time when they refer to a woman, it will just be woman.
No.
And all of those women exist purely from one thing. Sometimes a question mark will appear around camp. And that question mark means that you can go there and have a special conversation with one of your, like, crewmates. And the special conversation with all of the women is the woman sitting there and then going, Arthur, you look so sad. What's up? And then Arthur sits down and he goes, I've been killing so many innocent animals and people.
Oh, so they're just there to, like, give him moral support and heal and tend to him?
But he like says these things that aren't true also. Like he just like says like, I'm killing these animals and people, and I'm like, no, I haven't. What? I haven't done that. I've only like hunted when the thing tells me to. Like, what? And then like he's like, I'll just kill a rabbit for fun. And I'm like, what? No, you didn't. What?
And
Rose,
then the woman's
how
like,
did Arthur?
Go ahead. No, finish. I've got a thought.
Arthur, you're so good. The fact that you're thinking about this proves you're better than most of the men in the world. God bless you. And then he goes, thank you. And then he gets up and leaves.
Howdy.
And that's like the only thing that women in this game do.
Huh. I don't know what I was expecting, I guess, but
yeah, like it's so like baffling, and the fact that it really feels like when they looked at the crew also, they do exactly like what someone is doing when they're trying to write like, oh, I'm going to write this and I'm going to like answer the problems if I'm not including any minorities. Let's put one of each in. And then like nowhere else in the game.
Huh.
So there's one woman cowboy. There's one Mexican cowboy. There's one Native American cowboy. That's it.
Wow.
Like,
I just don't know how you even start to tell a good story with that, which is important because that's the entire game.
yeah. So I was starting to say at the beginning, like the prequel really hurts it because I know all of these characters die. I know what's going to happen to all these characters. I know what their trajectory is. I don't give a shit.
There's nothing that can really redeem them in a way that...
There's nothing... Yeah, because they can't be redeemed because they're not redeemed in Red Dead Redemption 1. We know that they're terrible people through and through, and it's like, why would I hang out with these people? And not only that, but every sequence with the character of Dutch, who is portrayed as this weird man who like doesn't seem to think about things while simultaneously being like a mastermind tactician, is like forcing the game to be a game that it shouldn't be. There's this character named Hosea, who's one of the characters that I actually like. He's this old man, and he's a very like swindler type dude. He's like pretending to be other people. He's like setting up like robberies or like pretending to be other people to like try to catch people off guard. And that's really fun because it sets up like opportunities. Like, there was this mission I did where he is selling this bootlegged moonshine in a tavern. And he's like, we're going to be advertisers. And he's just like created a fake role for Arthur Morgan to play. And he's pretending to be this other dude. And he's just like putting on this whole act. And you're like behind the bar, like serving drinks manually.
This sounds awesome. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that mission's great. And then like it turns into like a shootout at the end.
Nice.
Where like dudes come in and are like, you can't sell moonshine around this part or whatever. And that's really fun. Then the game goes like, you finish that mission and you're like, oh, that was a good mission. The game should be like this. And then it will be like, Dutch will be like, I decided arbitrarily we are going to rob every single person in this town and like then have to run away. And it like, And then Arthur's even like, that sounds like a bad idea, but hell if I won't do it. Like, it's like fucking the weird, bizarro, like, two halves of this game where it's like, I feel like they're trying to say something like, oh, look how fun it is when you think about what you do. Isn't that fun? And then, like, they're also forcing, like, no, you do this unfun thing instead. And it just feels weird because it doesn't actually say anything. It just feels like they're trying to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So you were talking about how it feels like the player that you were playing as was completely different from the player that Rockstar wants you to play as. Do you feel like there's a player that Rockstar wants you to be and is trying to make that be the like ideal Arthur Morrigan?
Yes, I do think so, because this is a problem that I felt with the game when I saw the promotional materials leading up to it, which is that this is a game where they boast all these multiple systems about robbing people, about like killing people. You have all sorts of different options for being like a ruthless person and going around on like highways, robbing people, robbing their houses, doing loan shark stuff. They put in all this stuff because they want you to play as a weird criminal. They want you to do that. I don't think it would solve the problems with like consistency and tone, but it's clear that if you were playing as that type of character, like it would feel more cohesive in a sense. And also you'd have more to do in the game.
They expect it's almost like the creators of the game think lowly of the people that are buying these games. They're just like, people are just going to be going around shooting and fucking people up and being awful. And I mean, I guess maybe that is what the majority of people are going to do. They want to just roam around and cause trouble. But if you're gonna focus so much on like how realistic the characters are, then hey, maybe you should have characters respond to you based on how you act instead of just on this made-up version of your character that is the one that they just expect you to be if you're being an asshole.
Absolutely.
That's what's interesting to me is that sounds like the same problem. There's a problem with the writing where the writing wants to have a very have multiple tones that try to say different things. And the game part of it that you're playing has a tone that's completely different from the other things, but is like singular in scope. And whenever I see that happen in design teams, it usually comes from the designers and the writers kind of mythologizing one or two certain types of players. And so they, instead of trying to design a game for diverse people, they design a game for like a specific kind of person.
I also think in this case, it is definitely, since we know about how this game was developed, it's kind of like what happened with Destiny, where Destiny is developed by multiple teams who don't interact with each other at all. So when Destiny 2 came out, they didn't have any of the things that were fixed from Destiny 1 because it's the Destiny 1 like launch team making Destiny 2. So they didn't have any of the stuff that ended up making that game better. It's the same thing here, where it's like, you hear about the 100-hour work weeks, you hear about how the writers are cordoning themselves off in a room somewhere instead of like interacting with other people and doing the stuff. Like, I think Dan Houser came out and said like, oh yeah, we and the writers, when we were finishing the script, we locked ourselves in a room for 3 weeks and did like 100-hour work weeks writing the game. And it's like, okay, you didn't like want to do that with input from the development team who's like actually making all your systems and stuff at the same time.
There was a lot of that did sound like, it's not like too many cooks in the kitchen. It's like too many cooks in too many kitchens when the kitchens are all over the place and you're trying to make one cake. It's very hard to do.
Yeah, exactly. And like, it just feels like, because like, obviously I assume the workers were fucking exhausted and like just trying to like finish things as best they could before the game had to come out, and like not knowing how they were supposed to do things, how this would interact with everything. It's just like, it's just a mess of a game.
It's interesting that you draw it to Destiny, because those actually do sound like similar problems.
Yeah.
Where the players are playing one game and the tone of the story is telling something different.
Yeah. I really don't understand why it's an open world game, like in the traditional sense, because they try to force on a lot of really bad, like, open world gimmicks that feel very bad. Like, So the Stranger Quest in Red Dead Redemption 1. Let me explain this. Have y'all ever played Red Dead 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the strangers are like side quests. Just basic like, oh, I need some feathers to make this glider or whatever. And it's supposed to be like to tell a quirky story or something, right? This time around, the Stranger Quests have literally all been, we're going to put more markers on your map.
Oh. Okay.
Literally found a woman and she's like, I'm a paleontologist. Find me dinosaur bones. And then it goes, there are 50 dinosaur bones across the world. Get them all. And I was like, okay.
That's weird.
Found this
because we've seen that work in Spider-Man that just came out.
Yeah.
Which had a really strong flow to it because you were expecting that design. They built that into the game.
But they took this away. They took away a good aspect of Red Dead 1. Like everyone always talks about with Red Dead 1, the quest where John Marston meets the devil. And it's like, so far I haven't seen anything like that. All of them have been like, found a man who sold me a treasure map. And it like UI will pop up and immediately remove any sort of expectations I have for the quest by saying, you started the Explorer Challenge and stuff like that. And then like, I found a man in the woods in the cabin and he was like, had an interesting conversation. I was like, oh, this man's interesting. I wonder what his story is. And then he's like, find me 25 cave paintings. And I was like, this fucking sucks.
Who's my rootinest, tootinest, collectible-inest cowboy?
Yeah. Like all of them are just that. Like I haven't had one yet that's been normal. I don't know if there are any that are normal. I don't know if they're all just like this. And it's also such a chore to do them comparatively because like,
I'm just imagining you, Rose, like taking the NPCs by the shoulders, being like, tell me something normal.
Yeah. Like, please. I'm a human being.
Not here to chase tumbleweeds for your pleasure.
Oh, I bet that will happen.
Collect the 75 legendary tumbleweeds and deliver them to Mrs. Tumbleweed.
I'm going to come back next week and be like, well, everyone, I found the 75th tumbleweed.
Maybe she'll show you her ass or something.
I got a new pair of britches.
And it's just like, the worst part about it is because to go back to the realism that they're trying to go after, they don't actually put map markers. You just like are supposed to stumble upon it or something in the open world, which is impossible because everything in the world is so focused on looking like realism. There's no distinction you can spot out, right? There's no way you can go, oh, this is where a dinosaur bone would be. Oh, this is where a cave painting would be. Like
the controller doesn't just softly vibrate and pulse when you get near.
No, see, like even that, I would honestly prefer that. Or like, or like if the dinosaur, like I haven't found any dinosaur bones, and I found that woman 20 hours ago.
Oh,
I found none.
Well, there's always walkthroughs.
Yeah, and like that's just what like it ends up going to be because like I feel like they want you to play this game for like millions of hours just because they made it stupidly dumb. Like they made it just ridiculously hard to do anything. That it's like, oh yeah, I played Red Dead for 400 hours. That means it's the best game ever made, even though like 300 of those hours are you climbing on your horse and off of your horse.
Speaking of, how's that horse? How's that horse, Rose?
So, I like naming horses.
You can name the horses?
2 horses. Yeah.
Aww.
So there's like horse bonding. It's very like the most basic system ever where it's just you ride the horse and then you can like whistle for it to come from farther distances, which is a stupid fucking feature. Let me just talk about that real quick. When you whistle for your horse, you can be too far away and it just won't come for you.
If I were a horse, but same though.
Yeah,
Arthur,
but if you become better friends with it...
I don't want to walk all the way over to you. Come on.
Yeah, but then you're friends, and then it can hear farther.
Arthur,
so does that just mean that...
Hi, Arthur.
Does that just mean that John Marston in Red Dead 1 was like the horse whisperer?
Yeah,
just immediately
Yeah, you could just yell like a... But the problem with this also is the horse comes over to you in real time. So, like, if you have, let's say, the max distance possible, let's say you did a story mission and you're riding, you had to ride another horse for that one or something, and now that horse is gone. And now you're just out in the wilderness and you don't have a horse. You can whistle for your horse. Maybe if you're max rank, they'll hear you. And then they'll start coming. and you just have to sit there for up to 5 minutes.
Who has that kind of time?
Why should you have to have that kind of time? And like everything takes this long. So there's shit like hunting is miserable in that game. So to craft anything in the game, you're supposed to collect parts from animals, but it's only the perfect, quote unquote, parts from animals, like perfect skin or like some like antlers or something, which you can only get from doing a really good hunt. And what you have to do to hunt is you have to crouch, you have to be quiet, you have to put scent remover on yourself. You have to hopefully find an animal in a general area. You have to sneak up behind them. You have to study them. You have to see if they're a pristine animal, because if they're anything less than a pristine animal, they're not worth your time. Then you have to go into Deadeye with a bow and then find where on their body their red marker weak point is and shoot them directly there, which will kill them. And then you can skin them and their hide will be perfect. If you shoot more than one arrow or miss their weak spot, the skin is ruined, even though it's a pristine animal, and you can't do anything with it.
I'm so confused because that really like almost sounds like hunting. And then the moment you say find the red weak point on the creature, I'm like, all right, we're not hunting. They're playing a video game now.
Yeah, not just that, but
have
like
these
also
people ever hunted before?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Also, all of the skins like there's 4 rarities of skins. There's bad, poor, good, and then perfect. You can only do anything with perfect. So why do the other 3 exist?
What?
Like, you can only craft with the perfect stuff. You can only make, like, the stuff that you need, like, outfits or gun holsters or satchels that increase your inventory space by getting the perfect stuff. So it's like, why does it have to be such a chore to do even, like, the basic of upgrades? Like, the most basic stuff.
This is just
That's fucking stupid.
Intense, like, Cooking Mama-esque perfection demand.
No, Cooking Mama's fun. This fucking sucks.
Do you have another game that you play while you're playing this?
Yeah, I play fucking gacha games.
I knew it!
So I do want to ask, because, you know, you talked about how it was so deliberate, and I will say that I bring this game up pretty much every fucking time a big-ass AAA game comes out with an open world, but like, one of the things that I liked about The Witcher 3 was preparing for monster hunts.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, figuring out what their weakness was and gearing up for that. Like, I enjoyed that. So, and I know that you like The Witcher 3 as well. What would you say really separates what made The Witcher 3's hunts good from what made Red Dead 2's hunts bad?
There's thought. You're supposed to think. When you are doing The Witcher 3, you're supposed to look at the bestiary or something. You're supposed to, like, look at your resources or go out and buy resources to do a specific thing. Whereas in Red Dead Redemption, you just have to use these arbitrary systems.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't really interact with how you're playing the game. They don't, like, you aren't, like, putting poison arrows to kill a deer or something. Like, that would actually be smart, right? If you could do a poison arrow on a deer and that would circumvent the weak spot thing. That would be like, oh, yeah, you can't do that. Because it ruins it. And it's just, like, in The Witcher, like, everything feels, like, really good. That, like, all the systems go together, whereas Red Dead just feels like, we talked about it with Xenoblade 2, John, right? How there's so many systems. Xenoblade 2 feels like a god masterwork game compared to this. Because
oh boy.
All of these systems are just so annoying to deal with. And they're so disconnected from each other. And they don't interact with how the rest of the game plays. There's just no, like, interweaving of anything. It just feels like a mess.
Yeah, that's at least something that I could give Xenoblade kudos, is that, yeah, even though a lot of those systems are pretty weird and esoteric at times, like, at the very least, if you do one thing, like if you take advantage of the, like, missions or the mercenary missions, you get better items in stores. Like, there's at least connections and reasons why you want to interact with them.
Whereas here, there's no reason. Like, I can go into a store and I barely blow through any of my money buying ammo for all of my guns. I've customized all my guns to the max, quote unquote, and the customizations aren't even that impressive. The most you can do to a gun is increase its barrel. That just arbitrarily makes its accuracy go up. You can add rifling to it, and that just makes it, again, like, increase the range. It's, like, just really boring stuff that's not exciting. Like, let me, like, I don't know, put, like, a scope on a revolver or something. Wouldn't that be dumb? Like Metal Gear Solid 5? Like, wouldn't that be silly to just have, like, a revolver with a scope? Sure, let's do it. Like, there's nothing that's, like, interesting, or, like, you don't get a benefit from doing any of the one systems. You just have to do them. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like how I felt about Ni no Kuni, you know, like when I was saying how all the castle systems are like, oh yeah, you want to upgrade this to do this. And then it's like, but I don't want to do that. Or like, there's no reason for me to do that. And they're like, well, just do it.
Yeah.
It's like that, but worse, honestly. Like, there's parts of this game that I really like. I think there are times where the animation's being deliberate and like being able to just go through a really like frontier of a world, is compelling, but when you couple that with the fact that like everything is so agonizing, everything is painful to do, everything's like actually actively wasting your time when like you should be like, I'm a big defender of like games like Nier or something where they make choices that make the game maybe a little uncomfortable to play for a while, but it makes sense narratively or like for the story that they're trying to tell. But in games like that, it makes sense for them to be like that. There's no reason for Red Dead to be like that except for the fact that the developers wanted it to. There's nothing to be told from the way these mechanics work. There's like no joy or even like I'd say feelings to be had from it. It's just a waste of time.
That's really disheartening to hear because we know how much labor went into this game. And to hear it over-designed is like the basic like game design 101. Well, the game design like 201 idea is you keep it simple. Mm-hmm. You don't need to build systems for things the players are happy to do on their own, like researching how to build and construct items in a crafting system. You don't need to give them more systems that teach them how to craft if they're happy doing that part on their own, like in The Witcher. Like, give me a bestiary, give me a set of instructions that stays consistent the whole time, and I'll do the rest of the work myself. I like that. I feel empowered. Whereas if there's too many systems involved and you haven't kept it simple, the player will feel like, not only will they feel over encumbered, but they'll also feel like they don't have power. They're disempowered by the systems because there's too many to work with.
Yeah. There's like this weird undercurrent in the game that really tells when this game must have started development, because everything feels like Minecraft and Rust and games like that, where like you have to eat food, you have to wear warm or cold clothes, and most I think specifically is the crafting system feels exactly like Minecraft on the PCs, but worse, kind of. Where, you know how in Minecraft you have to like put all the blocks into the spot and then it makes the thing, right? Even if it's you're like making it 100 times. With Minecraft, you can at least put multiple blocks in a stack or whatever, and then like it'll just make all of them. In Red Dead, for example, if you want to make hollow point bullets are just flat out better bullets. They do 100% more damage.
Right.
You have to go down, you have to sit at a campfire, and you have to individually make every single bullet.
Oh, no.
And it just feels like that's an idea that, like, fucking Peter Molyneux, that fake Twitter account, would, like, have made. Like, imagine a game where you crafted all the bullets or whatever. Like,
you have to make each individual bullet as if you were taking each individual life yourself.
Exactly.
That's
like, it's exactly like that. And then, like, there's nothing to be said also to scale out what you're saying, John, about, like, to take each individual human life. There's nothing in the game that, like, reflects actual, like, remorse or, like, feeling towards loss of human life. I I don't really expect that from games that aren't like The Witcher. But at the same time, it is extremely baffling to have these moments where Arthur sits down with his little therapist woman that exists and just have her go, oh, I'm killing so many innocents. But then, the second a battle happens, it's just you shoot a dude once he's dead. You shoot another dude once he's dead, and then they go, yeehaw.
I love killing people. And then he looks at the camera. I don't know if I really love it, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Yeehaw! I
talk a lot of shit about this game, and I honestly think it does deserve it. But there are things that I like about it. Like I said, riding your horse around and exploring can be fun. It's fun to I stumbled upon a legendary wolf or something, and now I'm gonna fight this fucked up wolf.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna wait until this game is $20 and I'm just gonna ride around on my horse and just jump off of shit and watch the horse crumple and watch Arthur crumple. That's gonna be a blast.
That's frustrating. If you
when I do it on purpose, it won't be.
Yeah, sure. That's true. That is very true. Dude. One final thing.
Yes.
They made the interaction button with everything in the game left trigger.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know what left trigger also does?
What else does left trigger
Pull up your gun.
Pulls out your fucking gun.
Oh.
So multiple times in the game, I've been trying to just talk to a dude in town, and then I'll pull out my gun, and then they go, oh, red alert, and then everyone's trying to kill me.
That's that's game design number one no.
Uh-huh.
Keep your verbs on the same buttons. Don't confuse your verbs unless you literally want guns to be the main source of contention with your main character.
Jeez.
If all of your interactions are gun, then great, that's perfect. That's good design. You can't have talk to someone and pull out your gun be the same button in a game like Red Dead Redemption.
Mm-hmm. That's a mess.
It honestly says a lot about the politics of the game, though.
Yeah.
Well, Rose, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on Red Dead Redemption 2.
Sorry, everyone.
Are you going to keep playing it?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to review it ultimately. Really.
Okay.
I would love to see what apparently every game reviewer saw in that game, where everyone just was handing out perfect scores, saying how it changed their life and all this stuff. I can't imagine anyone thinking that. I really can't. This is a game that doesn't feel like it's actually made for anyone. It feels like it's made for people who want to go whoa, this game lets you do this.
I mean,
and then not actually play it.
You answered your own question right there.
Fuck me.
Yeah. All right. Solon, you've also been playing a game, but you can't talk too much about it. The embargo is after this episode comes out.
All right.
So
should I say the name of it, or should I mask the name of it?
No, you could talk. You can say what it is. You can talk a little bit about it, just not too much. All right.
Okay, so I won't talk too much about
preview mode here. Preview mode here. All right.
I've been playing SNK's 40th anniversary collection, and I've had the exact opposite experience of you, Rose. It's been a very enlightening and exciting and fun experience that has inspired me to make a very different kind of review video than the things that I've been making lately. So I'm really excited to show it out on Tuesday. I guess I can't talk too much about it right now, but it is a game that is a historical archive of the 80s of SNK's the game company SNK. And they made a lot of video games in that time that were for a lot of different purposes: arcade games, console games,
console ports of arcade games.
Yep. And there's just so many things inside of this that it's historicizing or archiving. And the team who's putting it together is a really exciting team. Digital Eclipse,
yes,
and they did the Street Fighter collection. Was it a collection or?
They did the Street Fighter 30th anniversary collection. Yep. They did the first Mega Man Legacy collection, which is the good one. Just the first one. They didn't do 2 and they didn't do the X ones, which is why those games aren't as good as the first one. And they did the Disney Afternoon collection.
Wait,
remember that.
I don't know what the Disney Afternoon collection is.
It's like Tailspin and stuff, isn't it?
They did Tailspin, both DuckTales games, Darkwing Duck, and I think one both Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers games.
Oh, okay, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What was the fucking game where Donald Duck was like a ninja?
I don't remember what it's called.
I see like about?
It has a weird name. I know what you're talking about.
That's a weird game.
Darkwing Duck Gaiden.
No, it was actually, I think it was Donald Duck himself.
Maui Mallard.
Oh.
What?
That's what it's called. Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow.
God, I fucking played that game so much on the PC.
That's a really incredible name. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of games that I've been playing for SNK from the SNK like vault, and unearthing that has been a little bit of a treasure, and so I'm excited to share that with folks.
Okay, yeah, I'm really excited for this video too, because I'll be honest, it was a little hard for me to hand that over to you because I'm a huge game preservationist nerd.
Yeah,
and I love that shit. But I'm glad that you're doing it because I want like a video. I want people to really understand the history.
It's such a weird thing being able to be on Video Game Choo Choo with you, and this all started because like I was hanging out at PAX, and then you shot me a tweet that was like, "Hey, go to the SNK booth right now," and I was like, "Okay, who's SNK?" And then we got there and we did the whole little like flip grip cutesy little thing. And then a few months later, you were like, "Hey, review this right now." And I was like, "Oh, I know this one. I played this one at PAX. I did the flip grip thing."
You're making me sound a lot meaner than I am. I said, "Hey, could you check out the SNK booth? They have a game I want to hear about." And then I was like, "Hey, I'm probably not going to be able to review this. You should check it out." That's what I said. Instead of putting a gun to your head, like you're making it sound like I did. Don't make me sound like a dick.
That's not what I meant.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it was awesome just how like everything kind of came around on this review, and it happens to be a thing that I love talking about just as much as you. But now, now we have a source we can actually talk more about it. And I'm hoping that after the review is out, we can kind of come together again, you and me, and talk more about game preservation and SNK's library or any other games preservation things that you've been seeing lately. And so
I'm definitely considering picking up a copy of this too, because it's really strange. Like I follow Frank Cifaldi, who basically heralded this project in, like he was in charge of it basically. And he is in charge of the Video Game History Foundation. Like he collects all this ephemera, and like he's the person who's sitting there like scanning fucking like marquees and shit into the game, like, you know, all the dumbass advertisements that are like, play this game and you'll make out with a supermodel, like all that shit.
Old
like,
SNK gambit for the arcades of the 80s.
Look, I don't know if SNK was actually doing that. That's kind of sounds more of a fucking like early 90s Nintendo thing that they would do back then. Like they're like, power up and get a huge hog by getting a Super Nintendo. Like that's the kind of shit that they
SNK
would do.
Does what Nintendo do, because all of the games were on the NES, I guess.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I'm definitely interested. I'm super glad that
this is going to be an ongoing conversation, so and that's kind of the coolest part. The thing that I'm most excited about when I've been making this is like, oh, we gotta talk about this as a big group soon.
Yay!
Yep. That's not the only game I've been playing. That's
good. What else have you been up to?
I've been going back because we're getting to be that time of the year.
Yeah, it is.
That time of the year.
Sucks in teeth sound.
Boy.
There's no other good games coming out. Woo!
Hey.
And so I've been just kind of looking back on all the games that I was playing, and this year's been such a weird year, and there's not been as many like big AAA video games as there was in 2017, which has been awesome because it means that I get to look more at the indie games that have been coming out over this year. And there were two that I've just been like, all right, I got to start building my campaign for these now. Luca, I've been playing all week because I've actually decided I started speedrunning it.
Really?
Yeah, my roommate put in a speed run for the 100% run of Luca, which took him 3.5 hours to do. And then the next day he was like, oh, I dropped 40 minutes on that run. So now it's like 2:45. And then the day after that, he was like, oh, it's like 2:30 now. And I was like, damn, dude. You've managed to condense this amazing game that we really like into 2.5 hours to play the entire thing. But yeah, ever since we played Luca for the site, and that was like over the summer, that game has just been like in the back of my mind now. Anytime someone talks about like character action games and games that feel really good, it's like, oh wow, that weird little sketchy game.
Yeah, I've had multiple people, including one of the developers of the game, like tweet at me because I tweet about Devil May Cry and just go like, "You should play this game." Just saying.
Just saying.
And I'm like, maybe I should. I have it downloaded now. I just need to get around to it. But the cowboy game,
Rose, I think you will honestly have a delightful time with it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Everything I've seen of it seems very good.
It's not too big, but it's also not like too small. It has a very like heavy scope to it, but it's still lighthearted and fun, and it just has such a just solid mix of a little bit of everything in it. And it's been fun to come back to it and just be like, oh yeah, I did really like this game a lot. The other one that I had the exact same reaction to was there's this game that came out in February, and it's been an open access where they've been slowly updating it every 2 weeks. They have bi-weekly updates, and they've been consistent with it the entire year. And
wow,
it's a shooter. It's a side-scrolling shooter called The Void Rains Upon Her Heart. And
I like that name.
It's a beautiful name for a game that it feels exactly like the same kind of feelings you had when you first played Binding of Isaac for the first time. I don't think they're necessarily similar in style, but it has that exact same feeling of like discovering something new constantly and always having a firm understanding and grasp of the rules. Like,
that sounds like what I like out of those types of games.
You always feel like you're in control, and then chaos happens around you, and that chaos just gets heavier and heavier until you're like, all right, you got me. I'm done. Let's take another run at this and do better. And so basically I played it in February, and it had like a good chunk of content in it. There was a very healthy, hearty chunk of like, oh, I could play this for 10 hours and have a great time and feel really good. And then I came back to it this week, and now there's a lot more in it. It's like, holy shit, the game has doubled in size twice, as in it has double the number of power-ups, and it has double the number of bosses that are randomly shuffled into the mix. So it's like, oh, this is quadruple the size. And it's gotten even more like, it's been cool watching it because it's like, we're developing this. We know exactly what works because we can see that players are like being like, I like this part. Oh, this feels nice. Oh, this is cool. Can you add this? And so now we're 8 months later of it's the same game. They've just been building on what has been successful. And so it's like, oh, wow, the game is now even more pretty to look at. It's even more like it's leaned into all of the things that it has done best over the course of this year. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, holy shit, I need to just dive all the way back into this game because, The Void Rains Upon Her Heart has been kind of game changing. It's a little bullet hell game where you're a heart and you are shooting hearts at monsters, and you want to love the monsters all the way to life.
Undertale.
Very Undertale feeling, at least in the scope of the story. And it's it's cool because you're breaking, like, they take the metaphor so far in so much that the monster does not want you to love it. The monster is defending itself from your love as tough as it can. And you are breaking off pieces of its shell and armor. Every monster has like armor shells around it or flower petals around it, things that it is specifically built in front of it as a defense mechanism. And you are usually breaking that down to get to the core. And so once you have fully loved the monster retreats. It doesn't like necessarily die. It usually dissipates. And then you get a power-up. You get a power-up for winning it, and there's more metaphors to that extent that power up your beating heart, and the rate that your heart beats is how many shots you fire per second. What else is there?
I like that.
Yeah. The main power-up that you have is panic. And if you panic, it literally means that there's an orb around you that's very large that nothing can hurt you while you are in. While you are in your own panic zone, nothing can hurt you, but it also costs you a lot. It'll save you most of the time, but it'll also cost. It has a heavy cost to it. And then your main villain is the Void. And the Void is something that cannot be loved because it has... there's nothing about it that is lovable or something like that. And as every time, that's the final boss is the Void. And then at the end, you've defeated the boss. You get congratulations for defeating the boss, or you get points for that. And then the Void consumes you. But as a player, you want to keep going in because you want to keep loving the Void. And the entire time, the Void is asking you why. Why? I'm a Void. You really should not be here. All the love that you put in me is worthless and effectiveless. So don't. And so it's a really cool game. It's so cute. And on top of that, really fun. It is addictive as sin. So
sounds good to me.
Yeah, no, that's what I've been playing lately.
All right. So, all right. I'm gonna go over some of the news, I think, real quick. Just some quick news tidbits here. So maybe the worst possible thing to ever happen was announced a couple of nights ago. They're making another Bubsy game. I wish Ryan was here because I need him to say his words that he usually says about Bubsy. I need his guidance in these trying times.
Ryan is the resident Bubsy performer, right?
Basically, yes. Yeah. He's the expert here. But I will just say, this game is called Bubsy Paws on Fire, and the extra fucked up thing about this is that there's a good chance that it might be good.
Wait, why?
It's being made by the Bit Trip Runner game people.
No, there's not a chance to be good.
It's being made by the Bit Trip Runner people, and it's an auto runner. So, Bit Trip Runner's good.
Oh, wow.
It might be good.
I mean, Bit Trip Runner's not always, like, great, but at least it's, like, solid.
Yeah, like...
I don't know what could, like, possibly...
Go wrong.
Fuck. Yeah. Oh, shit.
You walked right into that. Look, it's at least going to be better than the last game, because the last game was a pile of horse shit. But
it was a platforming game that definitely did everything that you could possibly do wrong with a platforming game.
Yes. I don't know.
I'm just curious at this point how many dev teams are going to die to Bubsy. Like, how many must suffer at the chaotic, cruel hands of Bubsy as a franchise? Also, why? If you're the Bit Trip Runner people, why do you need a license Bubsy?
I don't know.
I have so many questions.
So, like a recurring theme in a lot of television dramas is that there'll be a character who's always getting in relationships because they really want to fix the other person. And that's all I'm saying here.
So I'm just gonna read this quote from Choice Provisions, who are the developers here. They said in the official announcement, this is what they said. After some productive meetings and even more productive face scratches, we agreed to work with Bubsy on creating an auto runner worthy of his stature. And when that was done, we scrapped
stature.
And when that was done, we scrapped it and made a good game instead.
Okay.
So I feel like at the very least, Choice Provisions are like, look, we know that Bubsy fucking sucks, and we know that all of the other Bubsy games fucking suck, but we have this license and we're gonna make an okay game with it, I guess, and it's fine, whatever.
Best of luck to them. Bon voyage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to say at this point.
I don't know.
God rest your souls.
I really feel like this game probably won't be that bad. Like, it's fucking stupid that it exists, but, like, it looks like a bit trip runner game. And like I said before, those games, like, they're not like, oh my god, 5 out of 5, amazing, but, like, they're not bad, you know? It's fine. It'll be fine. People will buy it. It's fine.
What could Bit Trip Runner have to add to Bubsy and or vice versa? Like, is it going to be
Nothing.
like every beat
exist.
is a Bubsy noise?
Yeah, you have to dodge based on all of his quotes.
Whoa.
I already try every day.
I'm always trying to Bit Trip run away from Bubsy.
Now don't pause the music. And then the other thing that I just wanted to mention real quick, I've been streaming Medieval on our Twitch channel every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, you've been pushing through that game. It's been awesome.
They showed a trailer for that remake, and it sure looks like a remake of that game. It looks like the exact same game. It's kind of weird that they were making such a fuss about it being a remake, because it is just like a straight remake. They were like, no, it's not just a remaster. We didn't just reskin it. We redid it. And it's like, yeah, but it's like, it might as well be a reskin. Like, the only reason why it's not a reskin is because it was a PS1 game and you can't physically reskin it. Like, it's the same game, it looks like, which, you know, that's
great.
That's okay, I guess. Yeah.
When I was watching you play Medieval, I was very impressed with how well it's kind of maintained itself. It has a lot of the weird PS1 isms where it's like, I've got a bazillion items to collect, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to use with what, and it doesn't feel like I'm using the right thing for this, but I'm solving the puzzles.
They need to fix a lot of the puzzles. They need to maybe touch up a couple of the bits of writing, because there's some dated jokes. Nothing too bad, but some dated jokes that might not fly.
Boy.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's not that bad.
They say I love to mash bones. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, President Clinton, What are you doing here in Medieval? I've got a bone to pick with you.
I was thinking of something far. I was thinking like Diabetes' jokes on Retsu Prey. So Clinton here. That's what he said.
If I'm getting in a game with a famous boner, I better get top billing. Yeah, it looks very similar. So whatever, I'll buy it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's going to be the same thing as all these other like classic PS1 revivals. They just want an excuse to make sequels. You know, whatever.
Refranchise the Bone Man.
A new Crash Bandicoot.
They totally are. They have to be.
You don't hope for a new Crash Bandicoot?
I don't like Crash Bandicoot.
That's fair. I've heard a lot of folks that are just like, you know, not my game.
The lesser Mario.
Yeah.
Yep.
The lesser Spyro.
Yeah. I was never a Crash person. Like, even back when I was young and I had like a PlayStation and that was my console, I just played Spyro. I could not get into Crash at all.
I played the trilogy like 5 years ago. My ex-girlfriend was really into them. And I just was like, I'm so sorry, honey. I can't. I'm not strong enough.
Fixed camera 3D platformer. It's a tough business.
Yeah, and The aesthetics are just arguably racist.
Uh-huh.
Look, can we at least all agree that Neocortex is a fucking great character? And
Yeah, he's fine.
He's the best. They just need to put him in Spyro so he could just be like, "Oh, a dragon."
He'd
I'm
be
going
better
to kill it."
there.
Yeah, I'm going
Crash
to shoot
Bandicoot
the
would
dragon.
be better as a fucking side character in a Spyro level.
I mean, when they made the
Than
racing
having
game,
his
that's
own
kind of the
character.
one everyone goes to. That's like, that's the game for me, because they took all the good parts about Crash Bandicoot and dropped all the bad parts, which was the
I love
entire
to
game,
race.
and they kept all the characters.
I fucking love racing, don't you? Neocortex cursing up a storm.
Speaking of
For fuck's sake.
Speaking of adjacent to racism, Rose, I hear BlizzCon's happening right now.
Yeah, okay, you got me, yeah. Hey, you hear about the fucking Hearthstone panel? Let's start with that if you want to talk about that topic. Fuck it. Oh.
It's still the
announced
90s in Blizzard.
It's earlier than the 90s in Blizzard, it feels like.
Feels like the
So-
20s sometimes.
Yeah, real quick, that Hearthstone panel, they announced an expansion for Hearthstone. I've never played Hearthstone in my life. Card games do nothing for me. I respect all of you who persevere through that hell.
Sure.
So Hearthstone expansion is based off of the most recent WoW expansion, and it goes to a troll continent, which is very islander themed, I guess, for lack of a better term. Like, it's supposed to be like the like Jamaica and stuff like that. And they had a bunch of people go up and start doing Jamaican accents on the stage.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did anyone
You know the demographic of most Blizzard employees, so
Did anyone say the funniest joke of all time? Jamaican me crazy. Did anyone say that?
they probably just said a bunch of stuff about voodoo, like they always do.
That's the best joke of all time, though. Whoever came up with that is like
is the best
in the
joke
Hall of
of all
Fame.
time.
Yes, Jamaican me crazy. It's the best joke of all time. It's in the Joke Hall of Fame.
It's just so weird how often they go to that well, in spite of how very loud people are about that's a bad well to go to, because you don't do good when you go to that well.
Yeah.
And so seeing it in every single Blizzard game is like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Does someone like in the higher ups at Blizzard just have a witch doctor fetish or something like that? Like that's
Yes,
the
absolutely, 1000%. I mean, it's in all the games, basically.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like every fucking Blizzard game has a witch doctor thing. Like it's unreasonable.
Deep breaths. It's fine.
So, what else was revealed at BlizzCon
All
other
right,
than
so-
racism?
They said that.
If we skip over that, I'm not sure how much.
Okay, well, there's nothing.
Let's
yeah,
go to questions.
So fun. All right, quite. Yeah. No. Let's see. So they announced a new Overwatch character. She's hot. She has white hair. That's why I'm saying it. Sorry, everyone.
Ash?
She's a cowboy. Yeah, she's Ash the cow. I forget what the Calamity. That
Calamity
was
Ash,
it. The
yeah.
Calamity. Fucking good
Good name.
name. Yeah, so she looks fun because she's like a cowboy. She's got a lever action rifle, a shotgun, dynamite. It just seems fucking fun. Really.
And her ultimate is that she calls out a whole nother character to back her up.
Yeah. It's fun. It just seems fun.
Definitely
excited for
not
that.
the black woman that everyone has been very loudly asking for.
Uh-huh.
And also, twisting the knife more, it is exactly the same model as Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Because all of the female characters in Overwatch are kind of the exact same base model.
Sounds like WoW women.
Yep.
Speaking of WoW women, they announced remodels in World of Warcraft for the werewolves and the goblins, and they made the fucking werewolf women like turbo furry now.
Sorry, say that. What was that word again?
Turbo furry.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, that actually sounds like they're listening to their audience, though.
You'd say that. No, so you'd say that, but like, so like the male werewolves look like fucking werewolves, right? They look like they're all like, "Arr," and then like the female ones, despite being treated the same in the game and everything, literally just look like someone's deviant art.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that like the werewolves look like the male werewolves look like werewolves, but the female werewolves look like anthros. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. There's a difference there. Okay, I get you now.
So it's a reoccurring theme with Blizzard. You see, they hate the women.
Yes, they do.
They begrudgingly include them. I'm shocked that Overwatch doesn't have literally all of them wearing like giant titty windows and stuff, but.
Oh yeah, no, this looks like a DreamWorks. Like,
oh, you saw it? Yeah,
yeah. This looks exactly like some kind of DreamWorks made werewolf, like the Alpha
looks like
and Omega
like a Don
film.
Bluth furry thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're doing WoW patch. I think like 2 new races are coming out now. That stuff. They announced WoW Classic is just included with your subscription, so that's pretty good, I guess, if you want to play the old bad game.
Yeah. World of Warcraft still doesn't understand that a male model of a character in trunks is not the same as a female model in a bikini.
Yeah.
It's not equivalent. I'm just sorry. I'm scrolling through their goblins and their worgans, and I'm like, these aren't the same.
Yeah.
One of these look like a wrestler, and the other one looks like they haven't put all their clothes on yet.
Yep.
Oh, yikes.
That's World of Warcraft, baby.
Oh, yikes. Sorry, you said that it was on mobile?
No. WoW Classics is just included with the subscription.
Oh, WoW Classic is...
But if you want to talk about mobile, they announced a Diablo game for mobile.
Oh, that's right.
And everyone shat their pants. Like
everyone is so mad. They disabled comments.
Like someone at the Q&A panel for Diablo like went up and was like, "Is this an April Fool's joke?" Like,
wow.
Wow, they didn't vet them. Holy
It's a little much. Like, I understand the disappointment, but like they already basically confirmed Diablo 4 was in development, so it's not that big of a deal. Like, just ignore it. Like, just ignore it.
Just go play Diablo 3 or whatever, you weirdos.
They just put it out on Switch.
Call them
like,
weirdos. I'm sorry.
If you want to play a portable Diablo and you need the true experience, like, they literally just put it out on Switch. Just buy the Switch version.
Oh wow! So it's all of Diablo 3 on portable?
I think it's
no, it's a sequel to 2.
Oh,
but it's not 3.
Okay.
It's a sequel to like the second Diablo 2 expansion or something.
I mean, you know what else you could play that's kind of Diablo-esque that's also just got ported to mobile this week?
RuneScape.
That's right, baby. The classic original version of RuneScape.
Better. Literally, like, hey, you want to talk about, like, I don't understand why people want to play classic WoW. That's insane to me. Classic WoW was made in the time of pioneering, when, like, people didn't know how to design an MMO, like, really, for the modern era. And it's full of just terrible, terrible things, and not very fun, bad ideas, and time wasters, kind of like another game recently.
Yeah.
But RuneScape, old school, it's actually alright.
Have you already made your adamantium helmets? You got your adamantium pickaxe, full addy armor, and
dragon. Oh, got dragon daggers, poison. It's fine.
I'm just selling 3 full addy sets in the market, and if you give me the first 4 letters of your password, I'll sell it to you for cheap.
Have they not put the Grand Exchange in yet? Motherfuckers.
I would have no idea.
Sit a while and listen, Diablo fans. We need your help. No, I just wanted to make a credit card information guy reference.
He needs your help to fund less racist game developers.
We need to hire more racists for the Blizzard team. Now, we need more funds because racists like money. That was pretty much it, right? Yeah, like I think they announced some more Heroes of the Storm characters and something else, but whatever.
Yeah. They had a short for Overwatch and it had McCree in it, and everyone's like, love McCree. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, Destiny 2's free.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
On PC. There you go.
Until
Just
the
the base
18th, I want
game.
to say.
Yeah, until the 18th.
And
if you already
free
own
to
the
own.
game. Yeah, if you already own it, you get a fancy emblem or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get it and you own it. Not that game's very playable without Forsaken, but hey.
I mean, it's cheaper, I guess, then.
Yeah. For sure. I do recommend Forsaken, so
Alright.
if y'all like Destiny, pick it up now. Save you the trouble later.
Alright. And the last thing that we're going to talk about, I'm going to be quick about it because A, this has been really long, and B, I feel like we shouldn't talk about it too much. The new Toby Fox thing, Deltarune.
Yeah.
Again, let's not talk too much about it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it or anything.
But I just want to say that it is very, very good. If you like Undertale, if you play through Undertale, it is absolutely worth the effort. It is not a virus. Just download it and try it. It is super cute. It has amazing music, as you would expect from Toby Fox. It's a really wonderful experience. It's just a bummer that Toby, and I understand why it took so long, but Toby was like talking about like, yeah, hey, this right here, what was released, took ages to come out because I was working on it ever since Undertale came out. And I basically did it by myself with a few helpers, and I'm probably going to have to hire a team or else this is going to take 7 years.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing going to the middle school and like expecting everyone to be like, Undertale 2, it's happening, and hearing nothing. Because
wow, really?
the YouTubers hadn't gotten to it yet to disseminate the information to the middle school. Like the because this started like just on Twitter as like a tweet and had to go outwards from there. I still probably won't hear anything until Monday about how they feel about Deltarune.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but I am waiting on bated breath for the 13, 14-year-olds' reaction to a chapter 0 of new Toby Fox content.
I'm excited to hear their reaction too, because pretty much every time you see, I'm gonna be extremely honest with you, Solon.
Yeah.
For a while there, I was like, some of this sounds like bullshit. I don't know if kids are really that crazy. But then, like, you posted that picture of like the image that was just like on the floor of the bathroom. That was just like, this is a jewel. Like, you can only jewel in here. This is not for pissing. And then they like drew this post was made by the jeweling gang. Like, they drew that on a piece of paper, and I was like,
that was today's thing.
Oh no, it's real. It's incredibly real. All right, kids are this fucking crazy.
Yep.
Oh no, I mean, John, like when I was in middle school, like,
but I wasn't. I mean, I know I was crazy in middle school, but I never did it like in front of teachers. I was way too embarrassed.
Really?
I couldn't. I was way too embarrassed. I was way too embarrassed. I kept all of that to myself.
It's unreal all the time, and I love it. It's so funny.
No,
like, I will continue
Yeah.
posting the updates on where they are at emotionally over the course of the year.
Good.
Like, John, if you think like my Chuny stuff now, like where I'm like, oh, cursed arm, all that horse shit.
Sure.
Way worse back then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
just imagine that with no filter.
I mean, it might just be because I was fucking like super stunted and did not know how to express myself back then. So maybe that's just my own fault.
Maybe it's
now you're
kind
all
of
here
that,
for Smash Bros.
But it's also that if you are the first one on the memes, it's like a meme flag race. If you plant your flag and be that person with the right meme at the right time, you get an immediate and loud reaction from everyone else.
Yep.
So like let's just say during lunch today, I just heard very loudly down the hall so that everyone would repeat it with them. Roadworks ahead. I sure hope it does. And then I was like, it was like 7 or 8. Like it was like a rising chorus swelling over the lunchroom as we went through the entire 7-second meme.
Is that a child or like is this a retirement home that you wandered into? Like that sounds like something like a grandfather would say.
It's
that's a vine. That's a vine that someone made.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I don't mean to rush us, but I would love to hear some fantastic questions from our audience.
Oh no, that is where we're going.
Only
Don't
because I just found out there's a very large wolf spider right behind my chair. And I can see the individual mandibles, and it is getting closer. And so I'm hoping by the time this podcast ends, it will have forgotten I'm here because I'm not moving, or I'll be dead. I will be eaten alive by a spider.
Do you want to pause and take care of the spider?
No, that's not as fun.
Are you sure?
Yes. Let's hear some great questions from our wonderful viewers.
All right, Solon, that's your call. If you want to send in a question, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, and you'll sound like these fine folks. An anonymous user says, do you think this is truly the final roster for Smash, or is some last-minute upset still possible? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you're asking if the base roster is it, because yes, they're done. He wouldn't say that if they were going to keep going, but like, if you're asking if the last 5 DLC characters are going to be it, there's always a chance that they'll keep doing DLC. I mean, they did like 7 or 8 characters for Smash 4, but also they're building these off from the ground up completely. So I don't know. Nintendo did say in a to their financial to like their investors recently in their financials that they were going to do more DLC and like keep supporting games in the future. So I could see them doing like 2 or even 3 packs of characters for this game, but
that's the way that I would understand it too, is that they're doing this season pass, and most games that have been doing season passes have 2 full seasons that they get through before they are into another development cycle.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't count it out, but I don't think they're going to be like, by the way, Gino's also in the base roster, haha, like, no, they won't do that. They won't. Shulis asks, which shitty YouTuber is the most powerful member of the X-Choom team? Which mom is the most powerful? I feel like Scott would be the one to truly answer this question, but I feel like Review Bra has really pulled his weight. And Kevin's mom was really powerful from what I saw.
I'm always saying that.
Yeah, Kevin's mom, extremely powerful. Solon, do you have any opinions on the X-Choom power rankings?
Sorry, the spider started going up the wall. It's right behind me.
Take care of the spider.
Don't worry, I'm filming it. You'll see. So, X-Choom power rankings is the Janie Zach connection is just, that bond is so tight. It's unreal.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Just
all right.
And the way that Janie has she comes in close with the swords, and Zach's got he's got the heavy weapons. I'm pretty sure is what it was. Mm-hmm. All I know is that they just are very powerful together.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Horror Errors asks, if you were a monster in the Undertale / Deltarune / etc. universe, what would you be? So what kind of monster would you be if you were in the Undertale universe?
I would probably be like a very large sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but without any of the wool on.
Okay.
So it'd be kind of like a chubby, like relaxing sheep that's like, no clothes, no cares.
Okay.
That would be the gimmick.
Rose, do you have one?
Let's say a wolf. How about that?
Okay.
Or a skeleton, because they're the meme ones.
A skeleton wolf?
That'd be pretty cool. Where's the beef? That's what I would say.
Okay, so
Well, I mean,
Spider update, it's gone. I can't see it anymore, which means it's pretty much not existing anymore in a very Hegelian kind of way.
Okay. Well, I'm already in Undertale, so that's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
You're already there.
As Burger Pants?
Listen, when you're hanging out and doing what you gotta do, and you're trying your best, and it still keeps on chugging and you're not sure if you can make it through the next day, you just put a smile on your face, and you keep on going. That's all you gotta do, little buddy. That's all you gotta do. Alright, so Century Punk asks, what game console looks the coolest? Like, without plugging it in, just the box and controllers / monitor and keyboard. So, what console looks the coolest?
Oh, that's a really important question.
I really like a lot of the custom PS4s.
Oh, yeah.
PS4 just looks nice in general.
Yeah, the PS4 looks like it looks very futuristic. It looks very sleek. GameCube also. I love the GameCube.
Yeah, GameCube's super futuristic and nice.
The GameCube has a handle, and that's incredible.
Yep. Sure is.
Anytime you hold it by the handle, you A, feel like you are in full control of this console, and B, feel like you have a weapon in your hands. A very crappy weapon that you think will probably break in one hit, but it won't because those things are unstoppable.
Alright, it's time for John Machonsky's Let's Bring Up Game Consoles from the 70s!
Oh, please, yes.
The Magnavox Odyssey, the first game console. Ooh. I think it looks pretty neat. It looks like a UFO. I love it. It looks cool. I'm gonna call out my favorite joke to pull out whenever I talk about stupid-ass Nintendo stuff. The Color TV game series looks very nice. They're old Pong consoles. Which I will always make the same stupid-ass joke where if someone calls the assist trophy in Smash Bros. Pong, you have to pull them inside and say, listen, it's the Color TV 15 assist trophy, alright? I need you to say the right thing. I need you to respect Color TV Game 15, okay? And, yeah, those look really neat. The Atari 2600 with the wood paneling, and that beautiful hefty joystick with a single button. What else do you need? What else do you need? The Sega Genesis, I like the Genesis 3, the really small one. It's so compact. It's just so cute. But I also love the hideous monstrosity of the original Genesis with both the Sega CD and the Sega 32X jammed on top of it. Truly.
That's gross and beautiful.
That is true debauchery.
This makes me think, what's the worst one you can think of, the ugliest console? Because I'd say, pretty ugly, original Xbox.
Yeah. Original Xbox doesn't look very good.
Especially the controller.
I mean, it is exactly what it says on the box. It's not like it's trying to punk you out or nothing.
It would be better if it was a game. It's not it's a shitty box. What if it was a huge, gigantic fucking actual cardboard box? Could you imagine? It was just this huge, massive fucking lug of a box that's just in your living room with a giant X on it. But it's not.
Actually completely reminds me that this week, we were just kind of browsing online, and since living in Seattle kind of has weird perks that aren't really perks but are kind of perks, we saw someone selling a used Xbox dev kit for the original Xbox.
Wow.
And it's a transparent monster. The whole case is transparent.
Oh, yeah.
And so you see all the guts inside. It was awesome, and also $750.
The fucking Gamecom looks like dog shit.
Yep.
Game.com. The N-Gage is also a piece of shit.
And so is what's the 3D console that Nintendo put out. The Virtual Boy.
The Virtual Boy.
Yikes.
Yeah, the Virtual Boy looks like shit. I will say real quick, I'm gonna shout out two more obscure ones. Really good handheld consoles. The Wonder Swan and the Neo Geo Pocket. Those are very cute looking consoles.
The
Those
Game
are
Boy
good
Micro
consoles.
is something that I think is absolutely precious.
Oh, the SP. The SP is a fucking marvel. I'm just holding my SP right now and I'm just like, that is a gorgeous looking piece of technology.
So my two favorite consoles, portable and non-portable, is since I had to clear out all of the consoles in my entertainment center for the weekend where we only played Wii games for an entire weekend. There was too much hardware, so I had to clear out like every console. So I've got them all in a stack next to me, and the PS2 Slim is amazing. It's just a beautiful console that was like, all right, we perfected consoles. Like, we're done here. It's just a tiny, perfect little box that does exactly what you want it to, while also looking exactly like your entire entertainment center. Like, it's not a VCR. It just looks like this is where I have all of my media go into, is this PlayStation 2 Slim. That and the Sega Genesis Nomad.
The Nomad, yeah.
The portable giant brick tank that has like the cartridge is on a like sideways slant because it's super cool and edgy, and also that portable thing brick that you hold is also a game console. Full stop. Like, you can plug it into your TV is awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, that feels so ahead of its time in the sense that, like, these days people are being like, oh man, I like companies are putting out those like Super Boys that's like a Super Nintendo that you can carry around, or like people are hacking together like tiny GameCubes so you can play Melee in even worse places.
The Sega Nomad is the Switch before the Switch.
Yeah.
It is a portable console that you can then plug into your TV with just a single cable. You don't have to dock it or anything. It just works that way. It has an HDMI, essentially, slot right into it.
Yeah.
Or of that era's HDMI slot.
All right, so let's see here. We have two more questions that we're going to go through, and these are both kind of Smash questions.
Hell
of course.
yeah!
So the first one is from Anonymous, and they ask,
"Hello, Anonymous.
How would your favorite game character survive or try to survive the big Smash Ultimate Apocalypse?" So, I guess the question is basically, what thing would the character try to do to get away from the destruction, the light that would annihilate them? What would they be like in the process of doing while they get hit? Basically, that's what they're asking.
So,
Rose. Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a character that's in Smash or has a chance. It's just, what's your favorite character? What would your favorite character do?
Favorite character.
If anyone has theirs yet, okay, Rose, go ahead.
Kaine would just be saying "fuck you" to someone instead, like, "Oh, fucking good job, Sonic, you idiot!" Fucking asshole.
Midway through saying the word "fuck," like to censor it,
exactly,
she gets vaporized.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? And then vaporized.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Solon, do you have yours?
Oh yeah, Travis Touchdown would absolutely be on the pot.
He's
just trying to drop
like
a save.
All of them are on this cliff, and he's on the toilet on the cliff also.
I was gonna say Travis Touchdown, but I was gonna say something a little worse.
Go for it. Where would Travis actually be, though?
I'd say Travis would be trying real quick to jack off one more time.
Apocalypse is coming. Better rub one out.
Yep, that's exactly what he would do. That's exactly what he would do.
I still firmly think that Snake, the master of all camouflage and hiding, totally tricked the Apocalypse vapor wave beams from killing him by just leaving a box on the battlefield, and like,
I could see it.
He's like somewhere completely else.
And I mean, I guess. So I'm not overlapping with you, Solon. Mock Rider would probably just be riding their bike away, just trying to get the hell out of there. That would be it.
Pedal bike, like does a wheelie off a ramp. and then gets vaporized.
Fuck this!
It like freeze frames. You see the sun glint from behind Mach Rider and just bounce off of the frame, and then
Yup, that's me.
Yep.
Alright, and our last question. And again, if you want to sound like these fine folks, it's videogamechuchu.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechuchu.com. And Harlequin Wheels asks, craziest but still possible character to be a spirit in Smash Bros. So, I mean, it's basically just any character that could possibly, like, that has been on a Nintendo console. Like, what's a fucking wild ass character that would show up?
Whew.
Because, like, Shantae was there.
Okay, I got one. Okay.
Any
Any of the Paper Mario companions, because that would imply Nintendo thought about them.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a dig.
That'd be crazy.
Damn. That's a dig.
Also, Boshi.
Yeah, just like the weird ass Mario RPG characters, definitely.
Like, does anyone remember any Mario RPG characters other than Geno? Because no one ever talks about, like, Mallow or anything.
Mallow,
Like,
Booster, Boshi.
who talks about Booster?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody talks about him.
Yeah, like, it's fucked up.
The Axum Rangers. They had a fucking Tokusatsu, like, parody in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of weird-ass characters in there. Like, they put the
Sephiroth.
fucking... Yeah. They put the lady from, like, Eternal Darkness in there as a spirit. That's
I
how
saw
wild
that.
they're
That's
getting.
great.
I would love to see Vati in there, which was something that came up from the Discord channel today. The villain from Oracle of Ages, I want to say, Zelda.
Vati,
He was in
Minish Cap.
Cap, yeah.
Oh, Minish Cap, that's right.
4 swords.
Who's the one?
Swords,
I don't remember who's in Oracle then. But
I don't.
Vati's
Yeah, I
not
don't know.
in the Zelda Heroes.
Hyrule
In Hyrule
Warriors.
Warriors?
Yeah, I thought that was fucked up because they even gave him a little anime boy form and fucking Minish Cap and everything.
So if there was a sticker for him for Vati in the Spirits, that would just be another just extra dig to Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
They should just put, like, the Polarium cubes as a spirit.
They should put some fucking Spectrobes in there.
Who owns Spectrobes?
Disney.
Oh, well.
What?
I think.
I want to see all the Meteos in there.
Yes, Disney owns them.
Yeah, they should have Meteos, though. Oh my god. Yeah, just go fucking
All the
nuts.
Picross characters, just all the puzzle like folks.
Yeah, where's fucking... Do you remember when Barbara the Bat from Diagasso Band Brothers was an assist trophy in Brawl?
Yeah, what the fuck
Absolutely
was that?
not, John. I do not.
Exactly.
What if they had like a Chow?
Oh,
Because that
I
again, I love Chows. The
Yeah.
Pichu brothers.
just looking at Kaz's
they made-
face, and I still am like,
Yeah, I think they already answered the question for us with Kazuhara Miller from Metal Gear Solid 5.
5! Like from 5! It could have been the Kodak one, but it's the fucking 5 one.
It's fucking, we need to avenge them. They took my arm. Like that guy, like that Kaz is in Smash Bros.
This just makes me wish they would make it fucking alternate skin for Snake that he has the horn and everything. Like,
Oh my god. Alright, well,
we're 1 month away from Smash.
Ocelot.
they already have Revolver Ocelot. They need
do?
Ocelot from 5. Well, they have Ocelot. They had Ocelot from 3 in the direct.
Yep.
Like young Ocelot. But yeah, they need Ocelot from 5. They need fucking boss. We need you to go out into the field.
That's
Ocelot.
a helicopter. It can rip your man in two. That's
Boss.
Crom.
Boss, that's a big ass crocodile, and he's a little crazy. Watch out, he doesn't throw his crown at you.
That's Pikachu. He's an electric mouse. Single bolt from him's 10,000 volts.
Lucky for you, a single shotgun blast from you would blow its head clean off.
Man, high
Smash-
hopes for the codex in this game.
David Hayter said that they did not record any new codecs.
Oh, wow. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now, I wonder what that means, purely because, I mean, they did it out of necessity in Smash 4. They replaced it with the Palutena conversations. But some people were saying they might have done, which is an okay idea, is maybe in this game it'll be the Squid Sisters.
That would be good.
Yeah, like the Squid Sisters talking about them. That would be pretty good.
It's a little more sustainable too.
Yeah,
since voice actors change often.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was something that was a bummer in Smash 4, was that they didn't have any Palutena conversations for the DLC characters. They were just like, this is a new face. I guess we gotta fight them, huh? And like, it was like, oh, that's so lame. Like, I wanted to hear Palutena talk about Ryu, and I wanted Pit to be like, oh man, I love Ryu, Hadouken! Like, I wish that would have been in there, because like, God, I still can't get over Otacon and Snake being like, oh, I've always wanted to do this with you! Falcon Kick! Like, it's so good. Like, Solid Snake just being Falcon Punch! Like, oh my God, it's so good.
So,
right,
how many more video game choo-choo podcasts until nobody has to hear about Smash Bros?
Don't say it like that. You're making me feel bad.
Literally never is the thing. Like, we just talked about how they'll probably have a season 2. Like, we'll never escape this. It'll be like, they finish season 1, they're like, we might do more. And John will be like, all right, Travis Tristan's sisters from the book of No More Heroes.
That's...
You know, if you really knew about No More Heroes, you know that Travis Touchdown's sister was in the original game. Thank you very much.
I know she was.
It's gonna be
you
like
don't want to make this
the beginning of the year 2020, and we're gonna be like, the Lorax leaks are just driving me up the wall.
Driving me up a tree, come on.
Now, come on, let's wrap up this podcast.
Vergaben Jr. is like telling us what we need to know, but we can't trust him anymore after the previous problems.
What if someone came out and was just like, I'm Vergaben Jr. Hello, everyone. Here's my week's
Vergaben Jr.
Dark Vergaben. Oh, boy. All right, okay. That will do it for this week's show. Thank you both for being on. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm so
apologize.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. This was an incredible time. Rose, John, I've had an amazing time being here, and I can't wait to do it again later.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Please follow us on social media. At VGCC is our Twitter. VideoGamesChooChoo.tumblr.com is our Tumblr. Our Twitch is twitch.tv/VGChooChoo. We stream on, Scott streams on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's XChoom, and I stream, well, we also have another stream on Wednesday. Right now it's me, but we'll see how things shake out. And if you want to come hang out with us, type in thegamezone.zone onto your web browser, and that'll bring you to our Discord server, and you can come hang out. And we're in the voice chat like every night because I'm a lonely sack of shit and I want to hang out with people.
That's our fun bar. It's the bar that we go to every night. Like Cheers.
Yeah, it's video game cheer. That sucks shit. I'm sorry.
That sucked, but I loved it. I thought it was really precious.
That sucked shit. And lastly, I want to thank Magic Circuit, previously Melt Channel, for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic's Real. If you want to listen to more Melt Channel, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com. But if you want to listen to their current stuff, it's soundcloud.com/magic-circuit. And if you really enjoy our content, please consider giving us some money on patreon.com/VGCC.
That's the important one.
Patreon.com. Patreon.com/VGCC.
We have so much to offer you if you just give us $1. It's incredible.
I mean, honestly, right now it's our anime podcast, but hey,
that's awesome though.
Our anime
podcast
is
there.
yeah, Chuchu Gatari is there, and hey, guess what? It's going to be twice monthly now,
Woo-hoo!
so you get more bang for your buck. But yes, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, Spider's back. All right.